Developments this morning at Tottenham. It concerns the future of Antonio Conte.
Which follows his angry criticism of the players after they blew a 2-goal lead to draw with bottom of the table Southampton on Saturday.
Chief Reporter Kaveh Solhekol joins us, and Kaveh, were mentioning there that he seemed to be having a go at the players. Crucially, what do the players make of the outburst?
Look, I think Antonio Conte is in very dangerous territory at the moment. Spurs players expect it is only a matter of time before he leaves the club. Now, everybody knows his contract situation. His contract is up in the summer, and a lot of Spurs players now think that they will be playing under a new head coach next season. Look, as far as the players are concerned, they are willing to accept responsibility when performances are bad, when results are bad. But there really is a feeling that Antonio Conte came close or even crossed the line with his comments on Saturday, because he called the players selfish. He said they don't play under stress or under pressure. And yeah, it's a strange thing to say about Premier League players who play for, you know, a top Premier League club. Many of them are international players as well. To say they're selfish, to say they don't play under stress or pressure, I think that would have shocked quite a few Spurs players. So, as I said, dangerous times for Antonio Conte. A lot of people think that he was almost trying to get himself sacked with his comments on Saturday. There is another way of looking at it, though, and that is to say, look, it's quite refreshing that managers actually say what they think in these news conferences and interviews. Because what's the point of having these interviews if managers don't say what they think? But of course, saying what he thinks could end up costing Antonio Conte his job.
So Chief Reporter Kaveh Solhekol still here. We were talking about what the players made of Antonio Conte's outburst at the weekend, Kaveh. 2 weeks' time until Tottenham play again. It's Everton as well. Is he expected to be in charge for that game?
Look, I think it's touch and go. I think Antonio Conte has been carrying out a little bit of a damage limitation exercise. He's been talking to his superiors at Spurs, saying, look, I didn't mean to criticise the owners. But if you look at what he actually said, I mean, I don't understand why he even brought up the owners, because the words he used were, for 20 years there is the owner, but they never won something. Why? I mean, we can start off by saying he's wrong, because the owners have been there for 22 years, not 20 years. And also they have won something. They won the League Cup in 2008. But why bring the owners into it at all? If you're a manager, if you're a head coach, what you have to do is you have to manage up and you have to manage down. So that means you have to look after your relationships with the people above you and also the people below you, the players. And you have to say that Antonio Conte this weekend has not done that at all. So I think Daniel Levy will be taking stock of the situation. I think what he has to decide is Spurs have to finish in the top 4 this season. Do they have a better chance of finishing top 4 with Antonio Conte staying until the end of the season, or with him making an immediate change and somebody else coming in? That is what he'll be thinking of. And, you know, this is not the first time that Antonio Conte has criticised the owners or the players. You know, there's a pattern, not just at Spurs. He's done it in his previous jobs as well. So I think Spurs have got a little bit of breathing space now. There's a short period of time before Daniel Levy decides what to do next. But if Antonio Conte was to lose his job now, I don't think too many people would be surprised.
OK. Kaveh, thanks ever so much.